Wish you luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Whew. Deep breaths. Also, what are those giant fish monsters? That's also a thing we have to consider. Alright. Good, just fast enough. Awesome. Ooh. Deep breaths. Ooh. But yeah, we might not be the only speedrunners, because, like, Mindful Line 3, as he said, he didn't even know about the Discord, even though it's, you know, the link's in the game. So, there might be others like him who just have been running this game and didn't know about the Discord and therefore haven't been posting their stuff. I think it's a bit unlikely, but, I mean, Mindful Line had it happen, so who knows. Whoa, whoa. Minus... That was a fast run. That was a fast run. Wow. I mean, the tutorial section is probably the least necessary to do fast, but... I mean, hey. Every improvement is an improvement. Thundercloud, not interested. So yeah, I've basically... When you first start up the game, we've basically optimized for... the life with, you know, night with Fireball. So if it's not a night with Fireball, it's probably just, like, unoptimized, and therefore we're, even though it's the better, if there's a better spell, we probably just stick with this. Unless it's, of course, it's Flame Barrier, because Flame Barrier is so strong that we end up breaking that rule that I'm just setting up right now. Woo. So weird, because, like, I know I can dash, and so I, like, try to dash. I'm like, why is it not coming out? Because I'm in the air, because I don't have that yet. Not until I get the first Heirloom. Like now. Alright. You keep going. Take advantage of that 7 seconds I saved. Do not let any gold splits go to waste. Ah. Whew. Alright. I could ask you what some of the best routes and techniques so I could shave some seconds. Alright, so I'll explain it in just a sec, but generally to so let's actually start with no, I'm gonna teach some. After this run, I'll do a run that uses more of the safe strats, more of the I'm new to the game. How do I do this so that things work out well? So that's probably the first strat I'm gonna teach you, just like how to do this so that you can get a good run for the first time, and then like obviously optimizations will come later. But generally, one of the first things I guess you should know when entering the castle, generally you always go to the top left first, and then you head to the top right or stuff like that. So the book and the book and dash here, they're both of it. How do I say that? So the book and the dash are both always dash Heirloom is always to the left because of like the shape of it. It's not always to the left, but it's generally to the left. So if there's like a top, and then the book Heirloom, because of its shape, is generally at the top. So if you can, so going top left basically says it gives you the optimal possibility of running into both of them once it's a randomly generated world. Which, you know, I don't think seeds are a thing that... Seeds is not a thing that exists right now. Like, we are able to read seeds, but you're not able to enter in seeds, so... And then, of course, you want to go right to find this area, because this will be in the next place. Generally, we're supposed to face Lamech right now. Nothing enforces us to face Lamech, other than the fact that's usually optimal for speed. The reason being is you want to... At every heirloom is a heal. So you want to make sure that, like, if you can, you get an heirloom just before a boss or just after a boss, whenever possible. So generally, like, you'll notice that I save the book until after I beat the second, as I'm about to face the second boss, because I don't need the book until then, and it's a free heal. The problem with that strategy is if I die on the way to the second boss, then we start having issues. Then I start having the issue that... Oh, also, not worth... I would say it's not worth going out of your way to find that, but if you already have the book, that heirloom is... that extra damage boost is going to speed up the run, but you have to just run into it randomly. You can't just, like, optimize, okay, I'm going to find this, then I'm going to find this. But if you have the book and then you find that room, it is fast enough. That 15% damage boost is worthwhile in facing Lamech. It's just, it happens inconsistently, so I don't plan around for it. Alright, here's Lamech. Lamech could be basically anywhere, because he could be anywhere except for the center room. It's always the same shape, but, like, this shape could be in a lot of places in the castle, so... Alright. As for Lamech, so until you learn all of his attacks, which I'll try to do it the way I usually do it, generally whenever you see him attack, a safe thing you can do is just dash away and then jump, and that will end up avoiding almost every attack that he throws at you. Every attack that doesn't have a good reaction time. Like, it does not avoid that attack that you just showed there, but that attack that he showed there gives you that red aura so that it's not even a threat. So that sword attack, apparently there's a very strict timing to it, so don't worry about trying to do it the way I do. So here is where the dashing, for a while I've always been using that as a damage boost, because all those projectiles chase you, so I just find it good to get rid of them, and just shield bashing into them is a great way to get rid of projectiles. Alright. So here, wherever it lands, it's not going to land there the second time. Like, so the first time, it always repeats its pattern when it's on the first phase. In the second phase, it always does the opposite pattern. So whatever spaces it hits, if you pay attention to, like, where it hits the ground. So, like, it hit the ground there, so this spot is safe, guaranteed. Because we're in the second phase. In the first phase, it's the opposite. Wherever it hits, you know that's exactly where it's going to hit again. So, alright. Awesome. So someone suggested it might actually be optimal to save Lamech. Sorry, I gotta go. I'll watch the rest of the stream on YouTube, and I will watch the YouTube vid, but I might come back. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. You just do what you need to do. You do what you need to do. Don't you worry about me. Alright. But yeah, Lamech, there was some discussion about optimizing fighting Lamech later after you've lost the life and have a character with more attack. Because Lamech, there's the only reason we fight him, well, one, because it's part of the run, two, but two, because you get 1,000 gold. If you don't need that 1,000 gold, like, for example, I'm planning to beat the Void Beast Barith on the first life, and that's a 1,500 gold, if not 2,000 gold. If that's the case, that might be enough gold, which would mean I could actually beat Void Beast Barith, get all the damage boosts after that, and then face Lamech. Then again, Mindful Line 3, he actually faces Lamech, then gets his damage boosts, then faces Void Beast Barith. I think with the Architect now, that's not the route. I have not watched his recent vids. I've been focusing on my own, so... But he probably has altered that now that the Architect's live. I'll have to go watch and check out, but yeah. Mindful Line 3, he also streams on Twitch, so don't be afraid to follow, man. Don't be afraid to follow him as well. That's weird. Why do I feel more comfortable promoting other YouTube streamers than myself? It's not like I think I do worse content or anything like that. Like, I mean, I do this content because I'm proud of it, because I'm proud of my skills. So why is it that I feel better? I guess because it feels weird to compliment yourself. I mean, I'm awesome. Let's just be clear. I'm awesome. You're awesome. Thank you, Mr. Awesome, for watching me. You're awesome. But for some reason, it's hard to just, like, sell yourself. I don't know. I guess it's the phrase, I'm selling myself. It feels a bit... weird. Ooh, that rollback kind of got me off my groove a bit. Alright. Some of these have been close calls. And you might be asking, how did I avoid them? Instinct. Not skill, just raw instinct. You play this game long enough, you just start figuring out weird ways to avoid things. Let's get this, because here... So here's the thing that I'm trying to figure out. So, in the previous run, it wasn't really worth it to get the gold chests. Just, like, facing the bosses gave you enough gold. So in the last update, the previous bosses gave you enough gold, so that gold wasn't an important part of the run. That being said, in Rogue Legacy 1, opening the chests and, like, gaining good equipment from the chests is very important. So I'm trying to figure out, are we at the point where we need to get equipment from the chest? Are we at that point yet? And I don't know. I just don't know yet. I do not know. One of the things is because of the leveling, or because of the castle being level locked, we do have to guarantee we gain enough gold to unlock the castle, to unlock the architect. And then after that, we still have to buy the equipment. So that's like something we really have to consider. All right. Oh, awesome. You'll have OBS so that you can make vids. That's awesome. Yep. Oof. I've been using OBS for a while now. I just switched over to Streamlabs because Streamlabs OBS allows you to multi-stream. We're gonna grab that just because, as I was saying, might need more money. Don't know how that money routine's going to work in the end. I mean, I've been managing without a lot of money, but I'm wondering if actually optimizing for money is going to be, well, optimal. So I'm going to go in and fight the boss, and if I'm at 1 life and about to get crushed, then I'm going to just use the safe strat. So this is just the safe strat that you can use as you're optimizing. So you fight Void Beast Bareth, and then and you'll notice that I did not get the book yet. So what I will do is, if Fiends go south in this fight, because sometimes they do, yeah. Void Beast Bareth isn't exactly the hardest fight, but it's the fight where most Fiends, this fight is the most likely for Fiends to go south in, even though it's not exactly the hardest. The 30... Oh, are you talking about the bargain where you sacrifice yourself to, get some more gold? So, it's very rare we get relics often enough. It's a pretty rare relic to find, and we'd have to find it at an optimal point to kill ourselves, basically. We'd either have to be playing, like, if I were to use it, I would have to have just beaten a boss and gotten that money, and therefore had, like, a good virtue out. So, I have not used it yet in any runs, but it's more because the boss, it's more because the money from the bosses alone are enough, so we just want to kind of optimize movements over optimizing money. As the game progresses, that might change, but as of right now, optimizing money isn't really an issue. Once in the process of killing our bosses, we get enough money. So, Ooh. So we might, it shows that we're behind on schedule, but keep in mind, we haven't picked up the book yet. So we still are going to do that. Oh, yeah, don't worry about not having a mic. Mindful Line 3 does not have a mic. He usually, when I'm chatting with him in the stream, I just chat with him, and then when he has to reset his run, he'll stop to respond to my questions and all of that, and I'll do that in chat. So, like, yeah, don't worry about not having a mic. You won't be the only one. You won't be the last. You won't be the first. Like, yeah, don't worry about that. Speaking of, like, that privacy stuff, my family's been actually pushing me to try to get, a camera, because I make a lot of funny facial expressions when I'm, like, reacting to things, so they thought it'd be really appreciative also to just, like, see my friendly face. I'm an awesome person. Also, I look sexy as hell. I'm just joking, but yeah, no, I don't. So I've been they've been pushing me to try to get a camera, so I've been considering that. I'll probably look into it maybe, like, a week or two from now. You might see a camera cam, face cam, but don't assume, but let it be a happy surprise. Let's do it like that, because if you assume I'm going to get the cam, then it starts being a little awkward if it ends up not working for me. Yeah. Whoop. More apples. Wow. They're just giving me all the healing I need. This is actually really good randomization then. Alright, found one lily. Yeah, no, I'm not saying use your cam. I'm just saying it's kind of funny that they want me to get a cam. It's just like, you'll know what kind of person, what kind of streamer you are when you're doing it, and, like, even then, like, some people, they stream for the fun, just for the sake of themselves, not exactly to try to be, you know, an influencer or anything like that. So you know what you're looking for, and you're just looking to use that for Zoom calls and just do your thing otherwise. So, like, nothing to say about that other than glad you know what you're doing. So glad you found my YouTube channel. I'm glad to hear that my YouTube channel is of value to people. Yeah. Oof. So, yeah, I'm glad to hear that my channels have been of value. I really enjoy when people, like, one of those things is, you do this all the time because you know people are enjoying it, but, like, when people, sometimes you just kind of have to assume that that's the case. Like, we don't hear it. I do appreciate hearing is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm doing this to help you, but hearing the thank you means a lot, sort of thing, you know? So yeah, thank you very much for saying that you are really glad you found my channel. Whoop. All right. Yep, so these guys are a lot less threatening thanks to the update they have. They're faster, but they can be knocked back by anyone. And that is very cool. Do you know Retromation? It sounds super familiar, but the name does not give me a picture, is how I would say it. The name does not fill me a picture, but sounds familiar. I've heard the word before. I cannot, like, put a picture to the name. But yeah. All right. So this is really weird because I still haven't even found book. Oh my gosh, I get to do fast book. I get to do fast book. That's going to be appreciated. That is going to be appreciated. Not going to go into it yet, but we have fast book available for us. Alright, so now we're looking for lilies and a moth. So we're just kind of going everywhere and anywhere. And we actually cannot pick up the damage boost just yet because we don't have the book to pick it up with, which is kind of funny. Oh, took 4 hits. Alright. I was gonna say, did he just disappear into the abyss? Nope, there's path over here. Oop. Whoop. Okay, you stopped. Thank goodness. Alright, let's head to this path to the left, see if there's anything of value here. Oh, There's enemies here. Gotta be very careful. Because I'm in very bad shape right now. Alright, so I'm going to just pick up this lily and then go get the book. I'm not going to take any more risks in this area with 32 health. Alright, so this is... I know this is really random, but I just remembered a weird movie with a centipede in it. I hope it's not Centipede. Also, I don't think that has a centipede in it, as much as the name would convince you otherwise. But yeah, what about this movie? Is it something from Retromation? Is that why that name was brought up? Alright. I found out if you have Hyperion's Ring, you could sacrifice yourself and gain 35%, and then you find another sacrifice, you could do it again. I'm sorry I didn't see that, but yes, that is actually a thing. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or not, but I think it is correct. Also, by the way, notice how much faster I'm doing this room because I have double jump. I always theorized that it's actually optimal to grab book as one of the last heirlooms. It's just, like, not likely that you're going to do it. I mean, like, look at my times. It seems to be showing up true. Oh, pixels. I know what you're talking about now. Isn't that like a... It was like an action movie where video games have taken over real life or something. It was some some ridiculous plot like that. By the way, I have no qualms with just like entertaining random ideas. That's usually how I get some of my best ideas. Entertaining a random idea much longer than it should have been entertained. So, nah, I appreciate it. Boop. Alright. Yeah, no, so the book has, the book could be best described as a puzzle heirloom. And so one, I know all the puzzles. Two, having double jump makes that room so much easier. Having both, like, it's very rare I have double jump heading into that room. So, having it just makes that so much easier. Alright, so we found a maw. I'm going to grab the chest real fast, just because I can. And then we're going to grab the lilies. Alright, so we know there's one more lily right down, really deep down, and then to the right. Oh, and we have apples. But I didn't trade it for health. That's okay. That's okay. We'll be fine with 200 health. Alright, we get this lily. Alright. So first we get the damage boost. Gotta remember, I just got book. I only now have access to damage boosts. And this damage boost is right next to the teleport, so it is a worthwhile damage boost to grab. By the way, we're still on life 1, I just realized. That's pretty nice. Alright, there we are. Whew. Drinking some water. Stay hydrated, everyone. Stay hydrated. Alright. There we are. We got Nama. So Nama could be cheese with a shield bash if I start using it more aggressively. But, I don't know. Feels weird using shield bash that much. That was a uncomfortable spot that I should have just used the dash for. Or the shield bash for, I meant. Ooh. I could have just shield bashed, but again, I don't want to get into a rate where I become dependent on that shield bash, because they're going to put that on a cooldown. That's going to be a thing they're doing. That being said, these things specifically definitely appreciate the bash there. Whoop. Oh, awesome. So in case you're wondering, during this theme, every attack, I mapped it out, it deals exactly 1/10 of the damage, which is why I don't bother doing anything other than basic attacks when I'm practicing them. Woo. Shield bashing that could also be quite valuable in speeding things up. Oh. That's okay. There we are. Yep, knew that was coming off. Whew. Oop, have enough mana. Just might as well spend it. Should have just shut it off. Oh well. Ooh. Ah. Ah. Alright, at least I hit that button. Dude, it's totally going to be a new PB. Hey, man, I still have quite a few sections left, but yes, I would love. The thing is, if I tell myself that, then I'm going to start getting stressed out. I gotta stay chill. Like, it's because I'm keeping my adrenaline down that this is actually working as well as it is. But thank you for bringing the hype, sir. Thank you very much for bringing the hype. Alright, so I think I got everything. I just need to go up. Yep, I think I got everything. Hey man, if I could do this one life, that'd be pretty sick as well. Ooh. Dude, didn't even realize it was that close. That's pretty good. Alright. So we need to find the heirloom. We need to find the two mini bosses, plus the boss itself. Oh my gosh. Got lucky there. He jumped over my head. Alright. So we found one. Not that we were trying to find that one. That one found us more of, and I appreciate its effort. Yeah, so the thing is with this room, there's one that's like basically guaranteed to the right, one that's basically guaranteed to the left, one that's basically guaranteed from above, and you always enter from below. So it's like... This one, like, exploring the entire area is kind of more of an inevitability than anything. Well, I'm not dead. Now I just need to find the heirloom and the damage boost. I have to be very careful because a single hit kills me. That's a Doomvis. And he was being very friendly. I appreciate that. Alright. There's a path over here. Such a big area. Alright. Found the heirloom. This is pretty awesome. So, what's the max gold you ever got? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. I'd have to check my first file, and I'm gonna guess it's around 19,000. I don't exactly, like, Vorgoz and other people have gone a lot more than that. I don't exactly optimize for gold like that. In a speedrun, I also have even less idea, because I'd have to just, like, keep track of what level I was at the highest point for a speedrun. Yeah, I have no idea. I apologize if that's not the answer you were looking for. Why did I spend my double jump? Oh well, didn't need it. Alright. Level 45 versus level 1. Fair fight. Oh. There we are. Oh, right. Woo! Come on. There you go. Woo! That was scary. Ooh. I had it right, and then I tried to correct for if I was wrong. Woo. All right. Whew. Awesome. All right. So I'm actually going to stay over on this side, on the left side, instead of teleporting over to the bosses. Because, one, I need to find the actual boss itself. Two, I need to find the damage boost for it. And it is more likely to be over here than over where the other two are. So I'm going to explore this area where I don't have a teleport for, basically, is the basic argument. That the lack of teleport is the main reason I keep going. Alright, found the boss. And found the damage boost. Oh man, these are going good. Oop. Alright. It's actually faster to just run over to the teleport, I think, than to wade through the loading screens. Alright, this is the easier of the two bosses. Let's take him out. This boss is basically get to the boss, and then there's like a boss like this in No More Heroes, where like they just have this big old cannon, and the entire fight is just getting to the boss with a cannon. By the way, there's like a bunch of like just hidden chests in this room, if you spend the time looking for them. There's like one up to the left in just a bit. Oh, visual warning. These things explode and do that huge explosion effect, so... Alright. I think this and the Sentinels are the only two enemies that do not have on-contact damage. There we are. Don't hit the button, only because it's not, There we we are. And then I just take damage at the very end. To a spike after I killed the boss. Beautiful. Oh, I'm still at 200 health. Okay, it didn't count it. That's awesome. Alright. Wow. Alright. The main thing about this boss is it kind of sits there a lot. So you're able to abuse that. That being said, they hit you for egregious amounts of damage, so... Did I just go from full health to dead? Well, we got all the way to Gone Heads with the first life, so that's pretty impressive. Hollow Bones, Masochism, Vegan. I honestly think it's the Vegan is the least penalizing of these effects, which sounds absurd, but I think it's true. Alright. Alright, so we grab you. So we grab that so we can unlock the Architect. We grab this so we can unlock the sword. And it's 1, 2, 3, 3, there. Alright. Let's really quick look up equipment. Because equipment's always the fastest way to upgrade. And it's just recovery items. It's just health. So. There we are. Oh, it's only 148 HP. Okay. There we are. Permanently locked. 260 health, level 21. Man, I got to level 21 on the first life. That's pretty impressive. 260 health. We have, even though we lacked getting the leather weapon, we did get a strong sword. Our spells, unfortunately, are not getting improved, but hey, we got a consistent damage output. That being said, Gone Heads, the damage output of Gone Heads makes them threatening. Like, the problem is there's 2 of them, and the damage output is there. Yeah, they improved that spell so that it actually has proper knockback, because without that, this spell was not worth the while. It ate my dash was already used. I didn't realize that, and that put me in a bad spot. Let me just say it that way. I did it again. I already used my dash. Woo! I was gonna say, I need to... That was not the jump I expected. That was not the knockback effect I expected. Let me put it that way. And now we do not have a swordsman, so that's gonna change our math a bit. In bad ways. That's gonna change our math in very bad ways. This isn't good. Oh boy. Come on. If I could recover fast, I could do great. So the problem is these guys don't actually properly, so bosses aren't supposed to be frozen, they're supposed to get an armor break so that you deal more damage to them. But both basically every boss in this, area, other than the main boss itself, and only the first phase of that main boss, has the issue. They're gonna kill one. Killed one. There we are. Ooh. I wonder if completing the game with your first life is the fastest way, or if dying to get upgrades would be faster. So this is actually a discussion, because generally my solution is if you get serrated edge, then obviously going on, you can do it with one life. But if you don't get serrated edge, then it's actually optimal to kill yourself sometimes. Yeah, that was true since the last patch, so it's only probably gone more true. That being said, this went very effective, despite letting things go. Like, letting that first life take so much time. So yeah, on his transition theme, the projectile theme saying it's dangerous to be here is a lie. But that's the only one that's a lie, so don't assume that because that's a lie, that... Because he has an actual attack that shows that picture, and you do not want to take that one lightly. Ah. Like this one, you cannot... That one will kill you, unlike the other. Alright. So, I'm not allowed to get hit in this next fight. I am not allowed to get hit in this next fight. But if I can pull it off... We're in good shape. Come on. Okay. Alright. And yeah, shouts do not destroy those projectiles, so... Avoid. Woo! That was not a smart move. Okay. So. That might be world record, guys. That might be world record. I mean, this is very early in Arcane Hallows, but it's a 40-53. That's a 40-53, guys. Let me just go check that right now. Mindful Line set a 47.27 and a 42.27. Yeah. Yeah. That's new world record. That's great. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Of first day learning to stream YouTube, and I get the next world record. I'm sure Mindful Line will be knocking me right back down. He's like that. He's good. So he'll knock me right back down. He'll get his world record back in just a few days. I'm certain of it. But I could just say I had world record for at least a little while. Ah, that's awesome. Oh, that is awesome.